Hello, my wolf pack, and thank you all for watching. This is Mystic with Mystic Shepherd Gaming, and today we are going to go over the limit break system in Final Fantasy XIV Online. Are you curious about it? Hopefully you are, and stay with me. We're going to go over some explanation. All right, so let's get right into it. Limit break is a group or party ability. It is not individual. So the whole thing is used for the whole group. Let's start with the tank. The tank at one bar, you can see the yellow is one bar. The blue is filling up the second bar, and if there were three, then of course there would be 3 bars there. And if they were full, it would be all yellow. Okay? So the tank gives a shield buff, basically reduces damage. At 1 is 20%, 2 is 40%, and 3 is 80%. The healer, they do heals clearly. At 1, it's 25%, at 2, it's 60%, and this is everybody in a raid, in a trial, in a group, in a party. At 3 bars, it would be a revive with 100% hit point and mana point renewal with no weaknesses. Melee DPS, Monk, Ninja, Dragoon, and Samurai are all single target damage. At 1 bar is 2400, 2 bars is 5250, and 3 bars is 9000. They do the most of anybody in damage, and that is all baseline. I do believe that it is also item level related and things like that. DPS, the second DPS is ranged, which would be Bard, Machinist, and Dancer. At 1 bar, it does 1650, 2 bars is 3600, and 3 bars is 6150. They do straight line DPS as well. So it's straight line, and it would be anything within that line. Okay? And the next and third DPS is a caster. They do area of effect damage. Area of effect is AoE. And it's Black Mage, Summoner, and Red Mage. They do the same damage as the ranged DPS, 1650 with 1 bar, 3600 with 2, and 6150 with 3. Again, it's a party ability. The etiquette in raids would be you save it for the healer unless otherwise specified, and then the DPSs would then use it. You also need to be aware if you are single target straight line or AoE, and do it accordingly. Again, the most damage is your single target melee DPS. So if you have a melee DPS in your group, your raid, your trial, please leave the LB for them. The tank will also, in certain circumstances, if you are a straight line DPS or an AoE, they will say, kill all these mobs, LB this mob, and that's what LB is, limit break. And that is the etiquette. Unfortunately, a tank should never use it unless it's unused and you're leaving the dungeon, then feel free. Okay, and if you're not sure, always ask. And depending on the raid, the dungeon, or whatever, if you're not a healer or DPS, again, just make sure to ask. That's the etiquette. And maybe I'm being a little harsh by saying a tank should never, but as a tank, you'll learn that it's better used for the healer or the DPS. You'll learn as you go through and level up and hit, potentially end game or close to end game things. By that point, you will know what to use, when to use it, and what class or what job you're in not to use it, that kind of thing. And again, just make sure if you're unsure, always ask. There's never a stupid question in this game, and if someone acts like it, then that's far and few in between, because there are very few haters, very few elitists, and very few people that don't want to help, who would not want to help their fellow players. Everyone wants to succeed, and they want to help each other and lift each other up. That's the cool thing about this game, is there are 95 to 97% great, helpful, nice people, and then maybe 3% elitists. Just brush it off and walk away from those elitists, unless you're one yourself, then buddy up with them, Blue Mage, I do not believe that they can use a limit break, but they have added them to certain dungeons, so maybe they can. Please remember to smash that like button, ring the bell for future videos, and hit subscribe. Thank you so much for watching my video. Have a wonderful day. by my wolf pack.